Hey guys, welcome to my video on how to make a wagon harness. Today you will need a glue gun, scissors, pleather, Velcro, two of these, I want to call them bracelet thingies, I'm just going to name them that, but they're these chain-like things. Let me see if I can get them. You'll need two of these, and a ruler of some sorts. Let's get started. Alright, so first we're going to start with the wagon harness itself, and then we're going to go to the wagon bridle. So the first thing you want to cut out is the breast piece, which is like 3 and almost 3/4 inches. It's almost 3/4, but not all the way at the 3.5 mark either. And it's going to go like this, kind of from shoulder to shoulder. I cut mine out right here just to give it a little bit of artistic flair, but yours can be straight if you want. The second thing you want to cut out is the body piece, which will go around the bottom like this and up towards kind of near the haunches. It'll wrap around the belly, the back of the belly. And you don't want these two, the breast piece and the body piece, to meet all the way. You want to give them just a little bit of space in between. And then, of course, a little more artistic flair at the top. The next pieces you want to cut out are the connectors. This one, for the breast piece connector, will be just over 1 1/4 inches, just over, not all the way to 1 1/4, but almost there. And then you want the body piece connector, which will be almost a full inch. A little bit over 3/4, but not all the way towards a full inch. And then for the midsection connector, which will connect the breast piece and the body piece, you want that one to be 3/4 inches. Not a full inch, but 3/4. And then the last two pieces you want to cut out are going to be 7 1/4 inches of pleather. They will connect from the harness to the wagon itself, which my wagon I'm using is just a Playmobil wagon. It's not anything too special, but this is just the one I have at the moment. It's the Playmobil wagon. Here you go. Next, you want to cut out 4 small squares of Velcro, 2 scratchy and 2 soft, to glue onto the breast piece and then onto the connector. You want to put the hard ones on the soft side of the breast piece, and then the soft ones will go on the hard side of the pleather for the connector. Make sure to really squish it on there too. And then you can take off this extra stuff if you want. Let me grab a glue stick. After you've glued the Velcro onto the breast piece and the breast piece connector, you can do the same thing to the body piece and the body piece connector. The last step to making the harness is to put Velcro on the mid-piece connector and then the other connectors, which will actually, this one will connect to these two connectors to connect to the two pieces, the breast piece and the body piece. Just watch. I'm going to put on the mid-piece connector, you'll put it on the bottom of the soft side of the pleather. and then you'll put the other pieces of matching Velcro onto the middle of the other connectors, like this. There's a matching piece. I'll cut that off later. And then the other matching piece. Let me do that again. The last step for the harness is to put it on. You take the breast piece, wrap it around this way, put one side, and then fit it to the other. And then you'll do the same thing with the body piece. Of course, yours might need different adjustments depending, I guess, if you have a larger sleek horse, but I'm using the sleek Andalusian, and the adjustments for this one should work for the Andalusian and the Hanoverian for sleek brand. And they'll connect together like this. My Velcro is a little weird. Yours might be better, but I really have to get a new Velcro brand. And that's the harness. To be able to connect your horse to the wagon for it to pull it, you have to have the wagon connectors, which all you have to do is, you see if they're smaller on one side, you want to use the smaller side. So like this side is smaller than the other one. And you want to take 4 small squares of Velcro and put them like this. One type of Velcro on this side, and the opposite for the other. And you want to do that to both connectors. As you can see, I've glued my 2 connectors to both the breast piece and the body piece, and then for me, I have this kind of pull off the axle for the wheels, so I can just wrap this around here, stick it, then do the same to the other. My other one has a little bit of glue on it. And it pulls. The second thing we will be working on today is the wagon bridle. And the measurements for the cutouts for the wagon bridle are, for the nose band, which will wrap around the mouth like this, it'll be 1.5 inches. Now remember, the adjustments might be a little bit different depending on the horse you're making it for, but for the Andalusian or for the Hanoverian, it'll be 1.5 inches for the nose band. And then for the head pieces back here, which will go back here over the ears like this, they will be, let's see, they will be a little over 1 inch. Then for the head connectors, which will connect the bridle band with the nose band, they will be 1 inch. And then these are for the eyes. They will actually go like right here on the bridle to kind of cover the eyes if you look on that with the bridles they have for wagons. Those are just little half circles, so you can just make 2 of those. And then for the throat latch, this will be 2 inches, and it'll go under here to connect to the bridle band, like that. And those are the cutouts. Oh, and the last thing you'll need is the reins, which are 18 3/4 inches. The first step in making the bridle is to take the noseband and wrap it around the mouth or the muzzle, and then gluing it on the bottom as I've done here. And then you're going to take your two headband pieces, and you're going to put them around the head like this to where they're touching on either side, and then glue them together like that. So I'm going to put glue on this one, this side. Then I'm going to put them over the ears like this, and glue it on the other. The third step in making the bridle is taking the throat latch and attaching it to the headpiece, which then you put Velcro on the soft side of the throat latch and the hard side of the headband pieces to where it'll go on top of the ears and around the throat to the other side. Whoops. Like I said, my Velcro's not very good. The next thing you want to do is to take your two 1-inch pieces and put them on the sides like this. And then I'll cut that little extra edge off later, but they will connect to the throat latch on the side like this when you glue them on. After that, you want to take your two half circles and glue them onto the connectors like this. Then you want to take your 18 3/4 inch piece of pleather and you want to glue both soft sides to the bridle like this. And these will be your reins. Whoops. My hands are so shaky. I think I got it on there right. There you go. There's your reins. The last thing to do is to add, I guess, a little artistic flair with these bracelet chain ring thingies. You don't have to have them, but I like to have little artistic flair in everything that I make, so I add the bracelet chain thingies, which will go right where your reins are connected to act as the bit, even though there's no bit there. And there you go. Thank you for watching my video on how to make a wagon harness, and make sure to tune in next weekend for my tutorial on how to make a close contact saddle pad.